Hey everyone, Stephen here from Yewtree Legacy. Over the years, I've spoken with people from every walk of life, and no matter where we come from, deep down, we're all searching for the same thing: peace, purpose, and freedom to live the life that feels true. That's what this message is about, and I can't wait to share it with you.
Let's talk about why no one really likes you. Not because you're evil, not because you're a bad person, but because you've built a personality that's easier to tolerate than to trust. And today, we're going to tear that mask off. This is your crossroads moment. Because if this title hit a nerve, it's not random. Something brought you here. A search, a scroll, a quiet ache. Let's talk about why and ways to change that. People don't dislike you because of who you are. They dislike you because of how you show up. You overtalk. You underlisten. You interrupt. You deflect. You make everything about you. You chase attention like it's oxygen, but you starve others of dignity. You're not being rejected for your flaws. You're being rejected for your lack of discernment. And here's the hardest truth. You've mistaken being nice for being liked, but people don't respect nice. They respect real. And real starts with clarity. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I worked with someone who was the loudest voice in every room, always smiling, always on, but behind closed doors, they were deeply insecure. They couldn't handle silence. They couldn't handle not being the center. They were constantly trying to prove their worth through performance and being in control. And slowly, people pulled away. Not because they were cruel, but because they were exhausted. That person, they weren't hated, they were avoided, and avoidance is the quiet death of connection. Here's what most people never tell you. Being liked isn't about being perfect. It's about being aligned. Aligned with truth, with humility, with the ability to reset when you've gone off course. People crave authenticity. They crave someone who can say, I messed up, without turning it into a pity party. They crave someone who listens without waiting to speak. They crave someone who doesn't need to be liked to be impactful. And that's where your transformation begins. Here's what I want you to do. Right now, mentally replay the last 3 conversations you had. Ask yourself, did I listen more than I spoke? Did I ask questions that showed care, not curiosity? Did I make it about them or about me? This isn't guilt. This is discernment. Because little by little, you either build connection or erode it. And today, you start over at zero with a reset. Not to erase who you are, but to rebuild who you're becoming. If this message hit you hard, then I say, well done. That means it's working. Now ask yourself, what version of you do people actually experience? And is it the one you think you're showing? Because the gap between intention and impact is where relationships die. And if you want to be truly liked, truly respected, truly remembered, you don't need to be louder. You need to be clearer. This is your moment to take action. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, picture this. You walk into a room and say less, but mean more. You stop performing and start connecting. You stop chasing approval and start building legacy. That's not just change. That's beyond limits transformation, and it starts with one decision: to stop being liked for the wrong reasons and start being respected for the right ones. You don't earn respect by being liked. You earn it by being real and authentic, especially when real is uncomfortable.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. I hope it gave you something you can carry into your own life. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or stuck in a cloud of mental clutter, I'd love for you to check out our latest guidebook, Break the Fog, a focus and clarity guide for anxious times. It's designed to help you clear the noise, find peace, and move forward with confidence. You'll find the link in the description.
Thank you for spending time with Yewtree Legacy. For weekly inspiration and free resources, visit yewtreelegacy.com. You'll also find our latest blog and a free 7-day guide to help you start strong. See you again soon. Thanks for joining us here at Yewtree Legacy.